If you told me 3 years ago if I could make more money than my entire yearly salary passively, I would say, what the f***? But seriously, right here and now, this is exactly what has happened. Someone has basically just given me $50,000 from holding onto my houses during 2020. But what I really mean by this is this website right here, homes.co.nz. This tells me and you that my properties have gone up by $25,000 each, resulting in a total of $50,000 in capital gains that just gets added to my net worth in the last year. Over the last 12 months, the housing market has been crazy, with headlines such as this, and this telling us that we're in the middle of a property boom. This in turn has now pushed the prices of my own houses up. So in this video, I want to explain what all this means, where the money comes from, what capital gains means, and most importantly, how you can make money from this, or at least I can tell you how I made money from this, so one day you can consider it for yourself. Roll intro. What is up everybody, Gifford here and welcome back to my channel where I talk about personal finance, property investing and my stock market journey as I try to figure out how to become financially free. Just very quickly before we kick off, if you could hit that thumbs up button as it really helps to support the channel, and subscribe if you're interested in investing. With that said, thank you and we'll get on with the video. So the very first thing I have to go over is where the money comes from. This is known as capital gains, and this occurs when you own property. This is also a form of passive income, and everybody loves this because it makes you money without you doing anything at all. In reality, to make passive income, you have to do a lot of hard work at the beginning, and then, only then does it make money for you passively while you sleep. Back to my houses. Over time, the longer you own the property, the value of the land and sometimes the house goes up in value, generating you more capital gains. By checking homes.co.nz, a New Zealand website, this gives you an estimation of how much your house has gone up by. But before I get excited, this is just an estimation from a website. The real valuation comes from CCC. You can, however, get your own evaluation anytime, but you just have to pay for it yourself. With that said, these estimations are pretty accurate at the moment because we are in a housing boom. The next question would be how I could make money from this situation right now. And that would be I could get these houses valued right now for a higher price, and then I could borrow more money from the bank and leverage it off and then potentially buy another property, which in turn will then go up in value the longer I hold it. This is pretty much exactly how people have been getting rich from property investing. So why do house prices go up? Well, basically, like everything else, as time goes on, everything just gets more expensive. But in 2020, we had a crazy pandemic and it forced the world into a lockdown. House prices were already going up anyway in Auckland and in the North Island. Out of the March lockdowns, the New Zealand economy was to slowly recover. Therefore, the government brought down the interest rates. And as an outcome, the booming housing market boomed again. And this has flowed to Christchurch where I lived, and we see this reflected in both my house prices going up to a total of about $50,000. So this brings me to the most important question: how do you make money from this? With all personal finance that I have read online, a person grows their personal wealth by buying a home of their own, holding it for a really long time, and then selling it at a higher price that they bought it for many years later. Over time, houses go up in value without you even having to do anything about it. And if you pick a very popular place, they even go up more than the national average. If you are interested about buying your own home, I've already made a video on it, so I'll put a link somewhere around here of a video that I've done, and that will help you to calculate how much money you need. Like all things, you just don't get free money in this world, and the money that I could potentially make has taken years of hard work and sacrifices to get me to where I am right now. And as a piece of advice for new home owners, you don't need to buy the best and most expensive house. You just have to buy one that fits your income. So what this means is when you first start out, you'll only be able to afford entry-level houses. And I can tell you that they won't be very nice or very cozy like your parents' house. They will, however, appreciate in value as you pay down the mortgage. And as the years go on, you'll be able to start building equity of your own. So back to my investment property, the next valuation by the council will be done in year 2022. So as of right now, this would mean that my rental property has gone up $15,000 each year. And if this boom continues over the 3 years, this will add $45,000 to my net profit over the 3 years. So with the current low interest rates, the property right now pays for itself, including the rates minus any maintenance. So for me, property investing is really starting to pay off with a free $50,000 this year. And if you add the $35,000 stock market portfolio that I made less than 1 year ago, this is a combined total of $80,000 added to my net worth. And to me, it seems pretty crazy because 3 years ago, I did not think that these gains would be possible. And if you want to take the same path, start building your income streams, budget effectively and wisely, and also start saving for their house. Well, that is enough for me today. Thank you for watching. I hope you found some real value in the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you want to catch more of me, I'm also on Instagram. With that said, have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.